Hello, welcome to your weekly Soulprint Pick Your Crystal reading. This is for the week of September 1st through the 7th. It's hard to believe we've already arrived at September. Time seems to be moving very, very quickly. Okay, so this week we have green, pink, purple. So we have rose quartz, amethyst, not quite sure. In any case, take a moment and see which crystal or crystals are calling to you. And we're going to get started. Ace of Pentacles, Four of Cups, Five of Swords, Two of Cups. All right. So the Ace of Pentacles is very often about new money coming in, the start of a successful venture. It can be about sometimes important documents or gifts, but it's sort of an abundance that is coming your way. Now these two cards in the middle are interesting because you have the Four of Cups, which tends to denote kind of almost like disappointment or not really um, sort of paying attention to what you have, being discontent, bored. The Five of Swords is about feeling as if you have somehow been deceived or there's some a hidden agenda, something that is not clear to you. And the Two of Cups is about very often an important union. It can be about balance in a relationship. It can be a reconciliation. It can be a new relationship. The Two of Cups is often seen as, the couple card or a love card. So what do we have here? So the Ace of Pentacles is the Ace of Pentacles and the Two of Cups are talking about new beginnings, new blessings, things coming forward that are, new and exciting. But the Four of Cups and the Five of Swords are kind of telling a little bit of an interesting story because they're talking about not being happy or at peace or content with what you have or what's going on in your world, to the point where you actually are feeling like things aren't fair, they're not just, things aren't working out the way you had hoped or wanted them to. In order to get to the Two of Cups, which is that new beginning, all right, you need to go through these two steps. So there may very well be some sort of a new financial or a new beginning connected to some kind of security. But in order for you to actually really appreciate it and effectively utilize it, you need to acknowledge these two feelings. And that's all you have to do. You don't have to start a war with anybody. You don't have to, get aggressive or mean. You just have to recognize that you're a little bit bored with the way things are going. And you don't feel, I almost want to say, you don't feel like you can trust what's going on around you. You are concerned about things not being quite what they seem to be. So you have to process these two emotions so that you can get to that new beginning, so you can get to the Two of Cups. It very much feels like everything is in place or on its way to you. The partnership or the new beginning is sitting there, but you have to do the emotional work. And, the thing about emotional work, it's very, very often we think it's going to be so painful and so difficult, and so we tend to avoid it. And once we, start moving through the process, it's always sort of a little bit amazing that it wasn't anywhere near as hard or difficult as we thought it might be. All right. And the rose quartz, Six of Wands, Strength, Page of Pentacles, and the Seven of Pentacles. So the Ace of Wands is about a new venture, a new way of life, sometimes a pregnancy or a birth. I often look for this card connected to a move, a significant move, because that would create sort of a new way of life. It has been necessary for you to sort of call on your strength, your inner reserves, um, work through a process. The Page of Pentacles is bringing you, or has just brought you, some good news. Very often it's financial good news, but it's good news. And perhaps you've been waiting for this, and perhaps it tested your strength until this thing came in. You had this new beginning here, and then it feels almost like, um, there was work to be done. There was stuff that had to be taken care of that really, um, was important to you. Sometimes the strength cards represents taming the beast. So what is the beast? Well, sometimes it can be fear or anxiety or worry. And those things had to sort of, be worked through and processed and put in their places. So now you have this good financial news coming your way, and that's going to take you to the Seven of Pentacles. Now, a lot of people see that the Seven of Pentacles sort of, and it can represent an unhappy harvest, but it often will also represent a successful accomplishment, but after work, after patience. Remember, the Seven of Pentacles is talking about a harvest. If you're harvesting something, that sort of tends to bring to mind the idea of, a garden, or fields of grain or whatever it is. So there is a process, right? You had to get the soil ready, you had to plant, you had to nurture and water, you had to keep it safe as it was growing, and then eventually it hits maturity, and now you can actually start to harvest. And so this talks about the success that you get, but that it takes a while, it takes patience. And you have the skills here to do so, because you have strength to help you see through. You have the optimism of the Ace of Wands. You have the Page of Pentacles bringing you good news. So this is mostly about ensuring that, um, you recognize that the harvest is coming. It very much feels like it has been planted, it is growing, but might take a little bit more time before you're able to realize the harvest. And let's look at the Amethyst. So, Seven of Cups, Chariot, the Star, and the Queen of Pentacles. All right, so the Seven of Cups is very often referred to as the illusion and delusion card. But at its base, what it's talking about is having too many options or too many choices, and you're trying to figure out what works best. And this can be in all kinds of areas pertaining to all kinds of different things. It can be something as simple as paint chips. If you're looking to repaint a room and you have a bunch of choices that you really like, and you have to kind of figure out which one you're going to like the best or which one's going to work the best. It can be about having options that you didn't realize you have, and now you're starting to see them. And frankly, it's a little bit overwhelming. Sometimes it can literally represent the need to purge, okay? Cups are emotional. And so sometimes this card will represent the need to go through the things that have emotional attachment and select what you're going to keep and what you're ready to let go of and release. But however it is, it's talking about emotional decisions where there seem to be a lot of options. The Chariot is about moving forward at a quick, brisk pace. The Star, of course, is a wish card. It's dreams coming true. And the Queen of Pentacles is that amazing queen energy. It's about sort of a woman of worth, can be successful, capable, practical, working with finance or numbers. And so the message behind the cards is really quite simple. They're saying, listen, you have a bunch of choices to make. You need to step back, get clear in your head, and then start making those choices and decisions. And once you've done that, be prepared for things to start moving forward very, very quickly. Hold your dream. Keep it clear in your mind and allow that energy to help you choose that which you're trying to select from all of these options. And know that you have the capacity, the ability to bring it all together in a way that is workable for you. If the pentacles in this case represent money, then it's about drawing that towards you. It can also be about your health. It can be about the body, physical work. But very often the pentacles very often have to do with abundance or growth, finances, security. So what you have here, it's simple, right? You may be feeling overwhelmed right now, but once you start making choices with clarity, you're going to see that things really do fall into place and move forward quite quickly. And there you have it. Thank you so very, very much for being here at Soulprint today. I look forward to seeing you again next week. Have an amazing, wonderful week. Bye-bye for now.